Morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, overnight trade still looking at China for early direction. The Chinese stocks continued lower overnight. Some people think that the stimulus package that has put together recently by the Chinese government is not enough to turn their stocks higher yet. In general, that their stocks are overvalued given their expected returns, and that stocks prices continue to need to slide lower. We are here in the United States diverting a little bit in our stock market. Looks like yesterday we tried to rally, failed late, but overnight looks like our stock market's going to open up higher. We also note that crude is mixed a little bit higher. The U.S. dollar is higher, and trade will be watching this week's annual central bank meeting that's in Wyoming to look for any comments about the global economy and the outlook for the economy down the road. We do note that Tropical Storm Erica is churning in the Atlantic. It could develop into a small hurricane and has the possibility of hitting southeast Florida late Sunday night, early Monday morning. I think that we are hearing a little bit of talk about some interest overnight in by the Chinese crushers and buying meal. Sounds like they feel that prices are near a level which they could make margins. And actually, we're hearing talk that maybe the hog herd might start to expand. That could help in bean demand. Also, hearing local reports that at least maybe in Iowa, parts of the South, corn yields are not quite as good as what farmers had anticipated, especially in Iowa, may be affected by disease. We're also hearing a little bit of concern about SDS. Earlier, there was a line from Chicago to Kansas City, including eastern Iowa, in which SDS is affecting the soybean crop. Historically, that usually happens late in the growing season and is not an economic factor, but we tend to kind of watch those things pretty closely as we get closer to the September crop report. And given how analysts missed the August estimate too low versus the USDA numbers. Other than that, overnight we were clear. We're clear today. Temperatures a little on the cool side for this time of year. There is a front that's going to move across the northern part of the Midwest over the weekend, and behind it temperatures look to warm up as we finally get this Canadian low pushed out of the Midwest. Traditional funds yesterday, buyers of beans, sellers of corn and wheat, estimated to be long a small amount of beans, reducing their long in corn to about 47,000 contracts, and are now short a little bit of wheat. So basically even in our markets going into our harvest time frame. Again, 890 resistance in the beans, 385 to 390 in D's corn, and 520 in December wheat. There's pretty strong resistance until either USDA changes their numbers or we see a pickup in demand. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.